Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Birari working as a assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. Since from last few lectures we were discussing about conductometry, this is once again from the same. In today's lecture we will discuss how to determine the conductance, also the construction and working of the Wheatstone bridge circuit. We know that conductometry, it is an electrochemical method of analysis which is used for the determination or measurement of the electrical conductance of an electrolyte solution by means of conductometer. In previous lecture already we have studied principle of conductometry. Let us see instrumentation of conductometer. So what is conductometer? The instrument used for measurement of conductance are known as conductometers. The instrument which is used for measurement of conductance are known as conductometers. It consists of current source, that is mechanical high frequency AC generator by Washburn. DC current is not employed in conductance measurement because electrodes becomes polarized leading to high cell resistance. Also it consists of conductivity cells. So what are conductivity cells? These are made up of pyrex or quartz and are fitted with two platinum electrodes that should be placed in vessel which contains water to maintain constant temperature. There are different type of conductivity cells. Type 1, that is wide mouth cell. Type 2, cell for reactions producing precipitation, and type 3, deep type cells. The solution whose resistance is to be determined is taken in a conductivity cell. The cell basically consists of a glass container in which two electrodes are fixed. The electrodes are of a stout platinum foil. They are coated with platinum black. That means platinum is deposited electrolytically on platinum. The deposited platinum consists of very fine platinum particles and appears black. Hence name platinum black is in practice. So the electrodes are of a stout platinum foil. They are coated with platinum black. The deposition minimizes the effect of polarization. The electrode that is said to be polarized when it operates at a potential other than its reversible potential, that is a single electrode potential, and the electrode when polarized operates irreversibly. In case of non-polarizable electrodes, the applied potential differs from the reversible electrode potential by infinitesimally small amount. A very small current flows, resulting in very small changes in the concentration of the solution. So the instrument which is used to measure conductance, that is known as conductometer. It consists of current source, conductivity cells. There are various types of conductivity cells which are shown in this figure. Various types of cells which are usually used in laboratory, that is dipping type cell, useful for industrial measurement and also useful for accurate results. So when we consider the first is usually used in laboratory. The dipping type cell used for industrial measurement, that is the second one. And cell third, it is used when accurate results are required. For the measurements of resistance of weakly conducting solution, it is desirable to use electrodes separately by a very small distance with a large cross-sectional area. This will reduce the resistance of solution between the electrodes so that it can readily be measured. For a strongly conducting solution, electrodes well separated from one another and with a small cross-sectional area that should be used. Then conductometer also consists of electrodes. What are electrodes? Platinum sheets each of 1 cm square are fixed at a distance of 1 cm. The surface is coated with platinum black to avoid polarization effect and increase effective surface area. Platinization of electrodes is done by coating solution of 3% chlorplatinic acid and lead acetate on it to get uniform coating. So the deposited platinum consists of very fine platinum particles and that appears black, so the name is platinum black. The electrodes uses depends on conductivity and also on the concentration. If concentration is low, then electrodes should be largely and closely packed. Then how the measurement is carried out? We know that the instrument used to measure conductance is called conductance bridge or conductometer. Classical circuit employed for measurement is Wheatstone bridge. Also, there are various types of instruments which are used to measure conductance. These are Coulom's conductance bridge, direct reading conductance bridge, Phillips conductance bridge, Mullard's conductance bridge, Pye's conductance bridge. Let us see in detail construction and working of Wheatstone bridge, which is also useful to measure conductance. Let us see the measurement of conductance by Wheatstone bridge method. It has already been seen that the measurement of conductance is a measurement of resistance. The Wheatstone bridge method can therefore be used for its measurement. So determination of conductance carried out by using Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge circuit in some form is employed in the measurement and the circuit diagram is shown in this figure. When we observe this figure, in the figure C is the conductivity cell filled with a solution of an electrolyte. Then R, capital R, is the variable standard resistance. S is the source. Then D is the suitable current detector. BC, this one, BC is a wire of uniform cross sectional over which the sliding contact J moves. This one is BC, having uniform cross section, that is the wire over which the sliding contact J moves. Then the point D along BC is detected by moving J along BC in the manner that no current flows through D. What is D? D, it is nothing but a suitable current detector. Then the point D is called the null point. For accurate work along with balancing of resistance of the bridge arms, the capacitance are also balanced. For this, a variable capacitor, this one, variable capacitor K, is connected in parallel with resistance. So R, that is resistance, and the capacitor both are in parallel. So both are parallel so that the resistance of the bridge and the capacitance are also balanced. The value of the variable resistance R, it should be comparable to the resistance of the solution. So we will consider the Wheatstone bridge circuit by using this figure, where C is conductivity cell, D it is detector, S is the source, then K it is capacitance. K and resistance both are in parallel nature. So variable capacitor K is connected in parallel with the resistance R. J, that is a sliding contact, it moves over the BC, and small d, it is called null point. Why it is known as a null point? Because the point D along BC is detected by moving J along BC in the manner that no current flows through D. So that it is known as null point. So Wheatstone bridge circuit, that will be represented by the figure. We already explained. We can explain Wheatstone bridge circuit by using that figure. So by observing that, we get in the figure C is the conductivity cell and R is the resistance, S is the source, D is a suitable current detector, then wire of uniform cross section over which the sliding contact J moves, and the point D along BC, which is known as a null point. It is detected when no current flows through D. Also the resistance and variable capacitor K is connected in parallel with the resistance R, so that the value of the variable resistance R should be comparable to the resistance of the solution. So it is the construction of Wheatstone bridge circuit. Now what are the source and detector used in Wheatstone bridge circuit? Formerly, direct current was used in the conductance measurements. During measurements, electrolysis occurred which changed the concentration of the solution. This means that the measured resistance would not refer to the original concentration of the solution. Secondly, the products of electrolysis accumulating at the electrodes interfere with the measurements. To avoid this, Collatz suggested that use of alternating current in the measurements. A source with an output frequency of 1000 to 2000 Hz is normally used, and the advantage of AC is that the changes in solution concentration due to small amount of electrolysis occurring in half cycle reverses completely in the subsequent half cycle. Then human ear is sensitive to the above frequency range, and earphone may be conveniently used as a detector. So what is the detector used? That may be an earphone, because human ear is sensitive to the above frequency range. What is the frequency range? That is of 1000 to 2000 Hz, which is normally used, which is given by the source with an output frequency. The buzzing sound produced due to passage of current is minimum at the null point. Cathode ray oscilloscope can also be used as detector. So we should remember what are the detector used in Wheatstone bridge circuit. So cathode ray oscilloscope can be used as detector. Also an earphone may be used as detector. In modern instruments, the bridge wire is replaced by variable resistors. The null point is detected by a magic eye. In the unbalanced state, the whole area of magic eye fluoresces brightly. In the balanced position, however, the fluorescent area contracts to a minimum, and the magic eye has number of advantages, distinct advantages over other detectors. So what are the advantages of magic eye? So these are the distinct advantages of magic eye over other detectors. First one, it is highly sensitive. Second, it has no inertia. and it cannot be easily damaged by improper handling of the conductivity bridge. So these are the important advantages of magic eye over other detectors. It is highly sensitive, it has no inertia, it cannot be easily damaged by improper handling of the conductivity bridge. Then let us see calculation of resistance of the solution. To understand the method of calculation, consider a circuit diagram similar to that figure which is observed for Wheatstone bridge circuit, except that a source of alternating current is replaced by a battery E, and this modification it is shown in this figure. So here when we observe the Wheatstone bridge circuit, there may be the presence of source S, but in this figure there is a one modification, that alternating current, the source of alternating current is replaced by battery E. So to understand the method of calculation, here this modification will be carried out in the Wheatstone bridge circuit. The remaining, that C is the conductivity cell, R resistance, K variable capacitor, J sliding movement, sliding contact, D null point, all these things are same, only the source of alternating current is replaced by battery E. Here the current I from the battery gets divided into two parts, I1 and I2 at C. When we observe in this, the current is divided into two parts, I1 and I2. The passage of current through any resistance is accompanied with a potential drop across the resistance. If it is given by the product current X resistance, at the null point the points A and D are at the same potentials. For this, potential drop across C and A is equal to the potential drop across C and D. Therefore, I1 into R is equal to I2 into R2. So if it is given by the product, then current into resistance, so that at the null point the point A and D are at the same potentials. For this, potential drop across C and A, that is equal to potential drop at C and D. Therefore, I1 into R is equal to I2 into R2, which is represented by equation number 1, where R2 is the resistance of the wire DC. Similarly, we can write potential drop across A and B is equal to potential drop across B and D. Let the resistance of the solution in the cell C be Rx. Resistance of the wire BD is R1. Therefore, we get I1 into Rx is equal to I2 into R1. So, we can give this equation number 2. So, we have the two equations. Dividing equation 2 by equation 1, we get Rx upon R is equal to R1 upon R2. Thus, by knowing R, R1 and R2, the resistance of the solution of the electrolyte may be calculated. If we have three values, we can find out the another value of resistance. Suppose we have R, R1 and R2, the resistance of the solution of electrolyte may be calculated. So, by using Wheatstone bridge circuit, we can calculate the resistance of the solution. Now, the next, by using Wheatstone bridge circuit, the calculation of equivalence conductance will be carried out. To calculate the equivalence conductance of the given solution, it is necessary to calculate specific conductance of the solution from its measured resistance. So by equation, R is equal to rho into L upon A, where rho is specific resistance, R resistance, L length, and A is area of cross section. Therefore by equation, R is equal to rho into L upon A. We have to calculate the specific resistance from measured resistance R. It is necessary to know the ratio of L upon A. For a particular cell, the ratio of distance of separation of the electrodes L and their cross-sectional area A is always fixed, and it is called as cell constant. So, what is cell constant? The ratio of distance of separation of the electrodes and their cross-sectional area, which is always fixed, known as cell constant. Therefore, cell constant is equal to L upon A. After every measurement of R, the direct determination of L and A will spoil the electrodes, and the electrolytic deposition of platinum, it may flake off during this, or the electrodes may break. So that to determine the cell constant indirectly, the resistance R of a solution of known specific resistance rho is measured by the equation, that is cell constant is equal to L upon A. We have L upon A is equal to cell constant is equal to R upon rho, R divided by rho. For the determination of cell constant, aqueous solution of potassium chloride of known specific resistance and having a fixed concentration is used. We should remember, for determination of cell constant, we require aqueous solution of potassium chloride of known specific resistance and having fixed concentration. The resistance of KCl solution is determined and the cell constant is known by the relation. What is that? Cell constant in per centimeter is equal to resistance of KCl solution divided by specific resistance of KCl solution. Resistance of KCl solution R divided by specific resistance of KCl solution, that is rho, R divided by rho. So what is the unit of cell constant? So the unit of cell constant is per centimeter. Cell constant has the unit per centimeter. Then the given table, it represents the specific resistance at different temperatures of potassium chloride solution of different strengths. So in this table, the concentration of potassium chloride solution and the specific resistance in ohm centimeter at different temperature is observed at 0 degree Celsius, 18 degree Celsius, also at 25 degree Celsius. So this table describes the specific resistance at different temperatures of potassium chloride solutions having different strength. Once the cell constant is known, by measuring the resistance R of the solution of electrolyte of known strength, its specific resistance is also calculated, that is calculated as specific resistance rho is equal to observed resistance R divided by cell constant. So by measuring the resistance R of the solution of electrolyte of known strength, the specific resistance is calculated if we know the cell constant. Therefore, specific resistance rho is equal to observed resistance R divided by cell constant. The reciprocal of rho, it gives specific conductance, that is represented by Ls. From Ls, that is from specific conductance, lambda, the equivalent conductance of the solution, is calculated by using this equation, that is lambda is equal to 1000 Ls divided by C, where Ls is specific conductance and C, that is conductance. So reciprocal of rho gives the specific conductance, and from Ls the equivalent conductance of the solution is calculated. So by using Wheatstone-Bridge circuit, we can calculate cell constant, equivalent conductance and specific conductance. Now let us see conductivity or conductance water. So what is conductivity water? The solution used in conductance measurement are prepared in conductance water. A satisfactory conductance water is obtained by distilling once again a good distilled water containing a small quantity of potassium permanganate from a hard glass retort. And the specific conductance of this water, it should be about 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ohm per centimeter at 18 degree Celsius. So the solution which is used in conductance measurement are prepared in conductance water, and the specific conductance of this water is 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ohm per centimeter at 18 degree Celsius. The conductance in water arises mainly due to dissolved carbon dioxide, which forms carbonic acid and which dissociates to small extent, giving H plus and HCO3 minus ions. Therefore, the conductance in water increases due to this type of the dissolved ions, mostly the carbon dioxide which forms carbonic acid and which dissociates to small extent, giving H plus and HCO3 minus ions. In more accurate work, ultra pure water with a specific conductance 0.05 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ohm per centimeter at 18 degree Celsius is used. And ultra pure water with a specific conductance is obtained by expelling completely from conductance water the dissolved air. So we should remember the conductance in water increases due to dissolved carbon dioxide, dissolved ions, and in more accurate work, ultra pure water with specific conductance 0.05 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ohm per centimeter at 18 degree Celsius is used, and that ultra pure water is obtained by expelling completely from conductance water the dissolved air. Let us see the conductivity water or the conductance of the purer water. Electrical conductivity of water samples that are used as an indicator of how salt free or impurity free the sample is. Therefore, we should remember that the purer the water, lower will be the conductivity. So electrical conductivity of water samples is used as an indicator of how salt free or impurity free is the sample. By observing that, we have three different solutions. One is sea water, which having electrical conductivity 5. Then the drinking water having electrical conductivity 0.0005 to 0.05, and deionized water having electrical conductivity 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. So as the water is purer, the conductivity will be lower. So in today's lecture we have studied conductivity cells, also the construction and working of Wheatstone-Bridge circuit, how to determine specific resistance or equivalent conductance by Wheatstone-Bridge circuit, also about cell constant. In next lecture we will study the applications of Collard's law. Thank you.